What did I just watch? What did I just watch? Come on. Take, take a walk with me. Take a walk with me for a minute. I want y'all to feel how I feel. Understand where I'm coming from. I know you probably had your own story, but I need y'all to understand. I was at work last night. Last night. Phillies versus Dodgers. Playoffs. First game. Phillies go on a 3-0 lead. The place is energetic. All the excitement throughout the entire stadium. And then I don't know what Rob Thompson did. I don't know if he should have taken out our pitcher in the sixth inning, or maybe had let him finish that sixth inning. I don't know. I don't know if that was the right play or not. I don't know. I'd rather have left him in, right, and went about it. But who knows? The game would have still possibly went the way it went. But anyway, the Phillies lose 5-3. So whatever, sleep it off or let it go. This morning, wake up, fresh air. You got that little hint of fall, For me, when I feel fall, that's football. It got that feel in the air. Nice cool breeze. Then the sun starts shining. And I already know all the tailgaters is out there. The Eagle fans is getting ready. They all gearing up. I know this. Me, I have some other work I got to go do, so I start doing my work, and I'm like, yeah, we going to get this thing. I already let the Phillies thing go, right? Lost game 1. Game 2 is tomorrow on Monday. But I know we about to play them Denver Broncos. And I know Denver Broncos is a good team. I know this. But I know my Eagles, based on what I know about the Eagles, my team, we should be able to go out there and win. We should be able to go out there and play a tough game. But I was like, oh, they might even make a statement game. Well, it was flipped. Let me give y'all some information real quick, if I even have it still. I think I done even shredded that all up. But I think I remember most of it. Let me play it. 17-3. That's where the Eagles games were. 17-3. Let me run you some numbers. Jalen Hurts, 280 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. I believe he did 38 attempts, and I don't know if it was 23 completions or 28 completions. It's one of the two. Right? Sounds good, right? Let's skip the rushing yards for a minute. We're gonna go to the receiving yards. My man, Devontae Smith, 114 yards, 8 completions. 14.2 averaging. Saquon Barkley, I believe it was 2 or 3 completions for 53 or 58 yards. And we know one of those was a touchdown. Right? A.J. Brown. I think we were in the 40-yard area with A.J. Brown. 40 yards. I believe it was 40 yards. Five receptions, I believe, for 40 yards. Calcaterra had a couple catches. Now let's go to the rushing yards. Saquon Barkley, 5 attempts. It was either 5 or 6 attempts. I'm sorry. 30 yards. A.J. Dillon, 2 attempts, 12 yards. I believe Saquon was averaging 4, A.J. Dillon averaging 6. Just completely let go of the rushing. Completely let go of the rushing. Now listen, let's talk good. They was getting the ball to A.J. Brown early as they could. They was getting the ball to Devontae Smith early as they could. Defense dictates sometimes how you play in your offense. However, when you have your offense, you know what makes you you. You still can use what you need to use. Denver start using running on us later on in the game. 17-3. Pretty much the first half. And a little bit of the third quarter. 17-3. Then the offense goes stagnant. Last week, We're winning. We're beating Buccaneers. We're in the kitchen, cooking up a storm, chefing them up. And then offense goes cold. The Bucs fight back because the Bucs are a good team, just like the Broncos. They're good teams. So I'm not going to say that I'm supposed to blow them out, right? But you know when your offense ain't looking like how they supposed to look. Kevin Patella, he's been sprinkling in some good plays. I've been watching it. And then it goes to sleep. We had 3 and outs consecutively. Fast 3 and outs. Maybe 15 seconds, 35 seconds worth of offense. Giving the ball back to the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos had punt, field goal, punt. Opportunities where we did not score nothing else in the second half. Unacceptable. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of them was some was overthrown. Some was just good defensive play. Because listen, the Broncos, they have a great defense when it comes to sacking the quarterback, pressure rate on the quarterback. But we were supposed to do what we were supposed to do. Now let's go ahead. I got to talk about the refs. Let's get the refs out of it. Now, the refs calling plays on both sides of the ball. Bad, right? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Both sides. But their most egregious play calls, or non-play calls, as far as penalties go, were at the last drive in the fourth quarter, right? Egregious on both sides of the ball, right? I'm going to start with the earlier one. Let's talk about Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean, he gets the fumble on Bo Nix. They call it back, say that quarterback's arm was moving forward. It was so close. The field call was fumble, right? It was so close that I don't think it was supposed to be overturned. Because to me, I feel like he fumbled. And I guess that's the Eagle fan in me. But you could let me know in the comments about your opinion as far as that call is concerned. But I think that was a fumble. Clearly our ball. They overcalled it and said that his arm was moving forward. Let's go forward. Let's go straight to the second half. And we're going to start off with the intentional grounding, because that came before these next two. The intentional grounding, not the one that we all know was intentional grounding, the one that they called intentional ground on Denver Broncos, and we know that it was a receiver in the area. He threw the ball. I think that could have been picked up. All right. That went against the Denver Broncos. I believe that was not an intentional down. Right? Then comes the Baun. Number 53, if you don't know what I'm talking about. All right? My man had the ball running back from the Denver Broncos, or was that the receiver? He's running. And then all of a sudden, Baun goes down and hits him because he thought the player was still up, because the player was fighting. He was trying to get all his yards. And they called that roughing. They called the penalty on that, late hit. I don't think that should have been a late hit. All right? Man, whatever. Let's just toss that up. But that was a bad, for Baun, maybe he could have went over there and just put 2 hands down on top of him. Then you can't call nothing. It was a straight hit down, boom, boom. He could have just did 2 hands. So discipline on that one. Okay? So I'm pulling that one, right? The last one that I want to talk about. Down by the 2-3 yard line, pass from Jalen Hurts to Dallas Goedert, where my man clearly had his shoulder. Clearly. You see he trying to turn and he can't turn. Pass interference right there. What does that do? Uh-oh. Well, tush push time? I don't know. Only a couple seconds left on the clock. But that's where they should have been. And that was the game changer right there. At the end of the game, bad call by refs. I don't care. All them other calls from earlier didn't even matter. The Baun don't matter. Intentional grounding didn't matter. The fumble, not fumble, didn't matter. But that one mattered. So uh, that's how I feel about the refs part. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. So let's get off the refs because let's go with the fact that you control what you can control, right? We can't control what the refs do, right? Shouldn't have never been in that position in the first place. Whatever they need to do, whatever they need to do offensively, they got to get it together. Now, A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, they had a miscommunication on that ball where A.J. Brown did the inside move and then went out, slowed down, didn't keep running. Jalen already launched it, and now it was too far. It was overthrown at that point. I think had he kept moving, it could have been it would have been caught touchdown. I think that was an easy touchdown. But miscommunication on whose part, I don't know. So we're gonna say on both of them, right? Because maybe that wasn't the design of the play, but Jalen seen him make that move and was like, oh, I got him. And maybe A.J. Brown was just like, oh, man, I got to turn around and see what's going on because it might not be coming to me. You know what I mean? So that's miscommunication, right? I ain't really mad about this. You get what I'm saying? It's still the beginning of the season. However, we don't know the identity of the Philadelphia Eagles when it comes to the offense. And the defense did everything they could to hold them back and to hold them down. And then the Denver Broncos figured something out, and they just ran it down our throats. Right? It's unacceptable, man. That's 2 weeks straight where we play good half, and I'm only speaking on the offense side of the ball. You're playing half football games. You gotta finish it out. You gotta play from 1 second to the end second. That's the only way you're gonna win these games. Everybody's gunning for you. And it's the National Football League. I don't care if you're the worst team in the league. You got to play that team to the end, from the start to the end, and finish it off. And you don't leave it in the hands of the officials because they will dictate your game. And we know this very clearly. And this is for any team out there. They will dictate your game. Last year, I told you all season, it felt like they dictated a lot of games. They helped a lot of teams win, a lot of teams lose. This year, I haven't seen it as much, but I've seen, they're always in the game, and they're always sprinkling in their opinions and their thoughts, and challenges don't matter sometimes. Run backs don't matter sometimes. I just think that was horrible. And I'm not going to blame the loss on that ref. That loss goes to the fact that we can't keep pushing with our offense. And the defense broke down towards the end of the game, but they did everything they could to keep us. They did everything they could for us to blow them out. I ain't got no animosity towards the Denver Broncos. I don't, not at all. One of my sayings now for the motivation is me versus me. Once I put that out, y'all will hear about it. But that's exactly what it is, yo. It's me versus me. My main competitor is me. So the Eagles have to figure out what's going on. Kevin Patello has to figure out how can he keep this going. How can he make the right adjustments during live time gaming? Now, there's a lot of pretty stuff I could say about the game. I ain't going to get into that today. I just wanted to talk about how I felt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Leave in the comments. Where were you? How did you feel about this game? What do you think about the calls? What do you think they need to do? Is it the offense? Is it the defense? Is it special teams? We had a couple injuries today. Landon Dickerson, he was taken out of the game in the first half. He did not return. I think it had something to do with the ankle. I'll double check. I remember seeing the play. It didn't look so good. So hopefully he'll be back, and hopefully it's not bad. He was dealing with his knee injury earlier and late last season, actually. And then also Kyle Katerra. Kyle Katerra had an oblique issue, and he did not return the rest of the game as well. That is our backup tight end, who's not as dominant of a blocker as Dallas Goedert, but he's a hell of a pass catcher. After that, we got Grayson. So hopefully he does better and feels better as well. And Rango had a couple nice plays out there, but they had a couple plays that came to him there. We couldn't get it just was what it was. They pick on them all the time. They're going to pick on them. Just like I was telling our receivers to pick on their cornerback too, which they did. Look at Devontae Smith, right? But it's the offense, man. The offense has to hold their share of the game. All right? And I know they could do it, man. Everybody on that team is great. They can do it. Communication to get better. Play calling, hopefully, will get better. And they'll keep trending upwards so that when the time is right, when we really have to get where we got to go and play all the harder teams, which our schedule's hard anyway, but we'll be ready. All right? So don't be too upset like me. Well, I'm not that upset. All right? Really not. But don't be too upset. Phillies lost last night. Eagles lost today. Phillies, see y'all tomorrow, Monday, against the Dodgers. 2 losses should equal a win. So let's go, Phillies. All right? Other than that, I'll be doing my the day after tomorrow. I should be. I'm just going to upload this tonight, man. Had to. It's crazy. It's crazy. Also, if you're on Twitter, check me out. Will See You Philly. All right, at Will See You Philly. I'm on Twitter. And listen, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, please, family. Come on in. I'm trying to get to them 50 subscribers so I can start doing live content. And then, I can start doing everything I want to do with this channel. Help me build a channel, become part of the family. Hit that like, comment. Help the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, I like chatting. I'm trying to build a community here. Only thing I ask is that you respect me just like I'm already going to respect you. And respect anybody else that comment. I know how we get when we talking about sports. It can get heavy, right? When you text, though, text come out looking crazy sometimes. Sometimes you think somebody yelling at you. You know how people can take text all out of context, whatever. I don't particularly care, but I want to make sure that it's a safe environment for everybody. And, because everybody, you never know what somebody's dealing with. So I ain't going hard at you. Don't go hard at nobody else, man. You know what I mean? Continue to love your family. Continue to big somebody up. This is Will See You Media, and I am out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Probably will catch you tomorrow. Join me tomorrow for the day after. And also, catch you after the Phillies game. That's all, man. 4-1. Get back on that winning streak.